friendly Bama Boy 01. In today's video, I will be broadcasting the, well, it's supposed to be just a regular video, but I guess it's making me broadcast since I'm on PS4. But in today's broadcast, I will be talking about the new update for War Thunder, their new maps, their new graphic settings, the whole 9 yards, and even their DLC vehicles, which is actually quite interesting too, because there's a few vehicles I hadn't really seen before on here. But let's start off with a tutorial thing for y'all, for most of you guys who, this right here is for all tank battle users. So if you do not know what some of your features should be or are, like for example, just yesterday I had some trouble with some people asking me, hey, JMT, or Bama Boy, could you help me figure out how to add somebody to my squadron? Well, okay. And this guy right here is the guy I was having trouble with, so he wanted me to add him to my squadron. So I'm like, well, okay. All I would have to do is just go over here to like a squadron thing, and I would either search somebody, and if not, if I have a friend I want to add that plays War Thunder, you just go down here to add friend, and then you click on it. When you click on add friend, they'll come up to a list of all your friends. You can come down to whatever friend that's online or offline, you can click add them. When they come into War Thunder, they'll get a message right down here, or right here, that says you have been invited to a squadron. They'll give you the name of the player and the squadron type. You join up, and then you can click the accept the invite, and you can chat with your friends that are in the squadron, and you can even play with them. And then once they ready up, they don't even have to press square to enter a battle. You can just enter into a battle, and they should go in with you. They'll spawn in right with you, and y'all guys can always play together. And then there's another part that I've been asked frequently was, what is the best way to do tank battles in War Thunder? And some people, I'm like, well, if you're playing in realistic battles, the best way to do it is always watch your back. You always want to keep an eye on a 360-degree view of your surroundings, but you want to be quick at it. And if you also like movement, you know your engines make smoke. You always want to watch for smoke coming out of an exhaust or smoke anywhere. If you see that and you don't see like your friendly meter that shows your friendly players, because on your enemies it's not going to show your enemies like it does in arcade battles. If you just see a random tank driving and it's not a friendly, you open fire. Usually the first person that shoots, if you shoot in the right spot, it's usually sometimes a one-hit kill, usually. Or if you shoot him first, you're going to be the first one that's going to kill him. Now, one of the vehicles that a lot of people tell me War Thunder is not really a lot of people always say War Thunder is not really a good game, and they're like, because the graphics suck and stuff like that. But I'm like, have you guys ever looked at World of Tanks? I mean, seriously, World of Tanks graphics, they really do suck. The grass looks like cardboard in that game, and every tank armor is the same. You shoot and it shoots out of, it's like a rapid refiring gun thing, like on them arcade games that you get for like Xbox. Well, this is more of a realistic thing. For example, I'm going to go into something like this. You can set your ammo types and stuff. See, I got mine set where I'm going somewhat of a first person kind of a deal. And I can, I can always keep an eye out for on my surroundings. And one of the premium vehicles that are on here is they've gotten a premium vehicle for the ships update, where you guys can buy maps and you guys can do the naval DLC or the naval stuff. And I don't remember the name of the ship. I think it's the Hago or something like that. It's a Japanese boat. I personally have not sold it yet. I do not have that DLC. I don't do DLCs very much, except when it comes to games like Grand Theft Auto. Now, unlike War of Tanks, what I'm about to show you guys here is what most of y'all guys don't know about War Thunder is, oh yeah, your smoke screens. You never want to go in them. That's another tip. You go in a smoke screen, you're dead. You cannot see your enemy. Just like right now, if you shoot smoke screen in them, you're not going to see them. But you should shoot where you shoot it and shoot around there. So you see he shot at me. You see where I hit him? I hit him in his gun, but it didn't penetrate all the way through. So I'm going for the next size up on the... See, what I had was a penetrating explosive shell. Right now I have a penetrating, let's see if I can hit him from here. Okay, it just bounced off of him at that point. But you always want to make sure you can hit somewhere flat if you can. See, like the Shermans, they're more rounded at some. They're rounded. So you always want. See, like me, I didn't really show a very good example, but there's also an ambush if you look around you, and if you. Most of these people, I don't know how they do it, but some people, like, they can tell where you're at. And sometimes on their maps it on your maps it does show you where you're at and stuff. If you notice them. Like right now, everybody that I've already seen, or that's let me know that they're there, I can drive right over here and there he is, the M2. There's one of my enemies, I know he's there. And the PZ, I know he's there now, so it should be on my map. If I can figure out where my bullets are hitting, I will know where to hit them. So you see how that on that tank, the top of it is kind of round. You see where I'm sloped right here? If you don't use the right shell, your ammo will just bounce right off unless you're close enough. See, like right here, he hit me right in the front. He hit me right in the front of it. Killed me. That's all that takes is for somebody to shoot you right in front. It's dead center. When they hit you in dead center, they could either hit your engine, or the shrapnel on impact could hit your ammo rack, causing your ammo to explode. Anyways, those are all the tips and tricks I can think of you right now when you're doing a tank battle. Oh, also in the simulated battles, that makes things a little bit more harder for you. I never did simulated battles because I didn't do the tutorial on that one. But they'd always do tutorials for you. But all you need to do is same thing as you would in realistic battle. Keep an eye out. Same thing for the smoke and stuff when it don't show you. See on here, my enemies are highlighted in red. On realistic battles and simulated battles, they don't show none of that. Your friendlies on simulated battles are not highlighted either, so you need no friend or foe too. Unless this update did that, because last time I ever did a simulated battle, it was on PC, and it was a few years ago. So if you guys can keep that in mind, but if you need to, you can always ask other people some stuff. If I left anything out, just leave something in the comment below if I left something out for the realistic battles. But I know that people have a hard time with that, and I may not be the best player at this, but I'm alright when it comes to this stuff. It just depends on what your situation is. The tanks really don't matter. I've taken this tank I'm using right now against guys 10 times heavier than me and laid them out within a first shot. It's just a matter of where you hit them, how you hit them, how fast. Like if you're moving, you want to kind of have your speed set. Like right now, I have it set up to where I have binoculars and I can see a little bit higher and see a little bit further out. And I have a thing for cruise control. So if I'm driving, I ain't got to hold down my joystick. I can just turn. And you know, you see where it says CC1? That's cruise control setting 1, and there's 3 of them. See, I got 2, and then you got max, which that takes you up all your gears. You also have a cruise control for neutral and reverse. I guess that wraps it up for this video, though. Y'all guys have a wonderful evening now.